about cars, because I like to call them automobiles, and I'll tell you why I call them automobiles. It's not the negative impact on how we have to fix the highways or set up more public transportation. I agree with all those plans. And the car problem is being resolved partly by hybrids and diesels and so on and so forth. That isn't the thing. The thing is, what's the psychological push in the American soul that wants its car? Well, what is it to have the wheel in your hand? Just start with that. What is the wheel? The wheel is fate, destiny. One of the greatest symbols ever is holding the wheel in your own hands. That's number one. Number two, what is an automobile? It means a self-moving, automobile, a self-mover. That is the earliest first definition in Christian thought of God. God is a self-mover. From Aristotle to St. Thomas, when you hold the wheel in your hands, you are God. And you are a God in the old sense of having huge horsepower under your foot. So you're Phaethon in his chariot, you're riding Pegasus. This is what it is to sit behind the wheel, hold the wheel in your hand, and get started. The starter. Just think of that word starter, what that means. Ignition. Think what that word means. The car is much more than a problem. It is a deep piece of the American psyche, and it is a symbol of huge significance. To get people out of their car, even carpooling is difficult, because when you're in the carpool, you're a passenger. You don't have the wheel in your hand, and passengers are tied to the word passive and a whole lot of other things. You're taken for a ride. It's completely different thing to be a passenger in a carpool than it is to have that car in and there are 300 and something like 67 varieties of American cars. Whether they sell or not isn't the point. But can you imagine that notion of choice? Each one of those offers me my chance to be as close to God as I'll ever get by having that wheel in my hand.